try and do this without bumping the camera because it's right here in front of me. But I have a project to share with you. This is a little paper mache house that my dear sweet friend Pam, who is the one and only Grand, she gave to me several months ago. And I just not getting around to working on it. But it is finally completed. It is one of those paper mache houses from, I believe, Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure which size this is. I think this might be the medium. But I did some alterations on mine. It had 4 sets of windows, like on the side here. It looked like that, only on the front. And that's exactly how it looked, was these kind of square windows. And I blocked off these 2 on the top, and I changed these 2. As you can see, these are the pieces that I cut out of it. And I replaced it with a different shaped window. And I added a door. These 2 windows here and the door have acetate in them, but the side ones don't. Just the front. I made a little door frame, and I added the window frames in here. I blocked off these 2 windows up here, and on these excuse me, I don't know if you can tell, but these were kind of poorly made. Can you see how they're rounded in there? They're not real sharp corners. I went in with my file and tried to sharpen up the corners as best I could. And then I added these little frames on the outside here out of chipboard. I used a Spellbinder's die, square die, and used added frames. And then let's see, on the outside I painted first this kind of turquoisey color, and then I added a turquoisey color glitter, and then on top of that I used Mod Podge Extreme Glitter, which seals it in to where you don't have all the glitter falling off on you. So that was nice. I added this little fence around, and I added some fake snow along there, all along the sides and the front here. I put in a couple of trees here that I clipped off the back so they'd fit more snug against the house. I added paint and snow to the trees. I added a little kitty here. It's a porcelain vintage porcelain kitty cat. I added the snow on. Oh, I also changed. This was not here. I added this in. I added this in and added snow to it. I put wreaths on the top and then added bows. See, that's the lid part there. The bows are underneath. Then this side is the same as the other. I added curtains on the inside. I don't know if you can see those. And then this is the back here. Not sure what that was. Piece of lint or something. But I just left the back plain. On the roof I painted it white and used white glitter. And then I added some snow to the top. Here, I'll pull the lid off. You can see I painted the chimney kind of a beigey color. I didn't want anything real stark. I wanted a real soft color on this, so I added snow to it. And then I painted the inside the same beigey color as the chimney. And then on the inside I just have some tea lights that I took out of another fireplace because I don't have any other tea lights. I need to buy some, but those came out of something else. But this is the inside here. I added a fireplace. That fireplace is a Saw Crafter's fireplace. I painted it brown. I put all the little bricks back in because half of them come, they come falling out. So I glued them all back in. Well, my hand's in the way, sorry. I glued them all back in. and then painted the fireplace, and then glued it on, and painted the back black. I'm not showing very well, am I? Maybe if I move my camera up a little. Let's see if I can hold it. And this may be kind of wild, but let's see if I can move my wires up here. Okay, there's the fireplace. And then these stockings are from a Stampin' Up! Punch here. Oh, hi. And then this picture here is from a vintage greeting card, and I just used my Spellbinder's die to make the frame and just glued the picture on so it would have a picture above the fireplace. I added frames to all the inside windows, plus I added curtains. Over here I added a little Christmas tree. It's a white Christmas tree with beads for the bulbs. I didn't finish. I added the frames around the windows here, but I didn't finish off the ones that I closed off, and I didn't put a frame around the door because, frankly, I was kind of tired by the time I got to that point. But anyway, I did a little remodeling on mine, so I kind of like the way it looks. Let me put the camera back into the holder here. There we go. Oops, kind of crooked now, aren't we? But that's my little house. I like how it turned out. Thank you so much, Miss Pam, for gifting me with the house. It was really fun. I had a fun time decorating it. Let's see. I don't know if you can see with the lights in there. It's not very good, but you can kind of see. It needs a little bit brighter light in there, I think. But you can maybe see the Christmas tree in there and the fireplace with the stockings. But like I said, I like how it turned out, and I had fun making it. It took me a little longer than expected because I did, the remodeling on it. I didn't want it to be just, just the plain old, like, came out of Hobby Lobby. I wanted it to be a little different, to put my touch onto it. I hope y'all like it. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope y'all had a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a wonderful Happy New Year. Hopefully I'll be back before then, but you never know. So thanks everybody for watching. Till next time, yeah, for now.